Guys, it's Whitney from Ugly Diet, and I just thought I would do like a vlog kind of thing. Um, I've been getting a decent response to my blog and everything I'm writing, so I wanted to just do like a companion video and talk about something that I think probably a lot of overweight people are going through, and that's like having to pretend that the weight doesn't bother you. What I mean by that is like being scared to say, hey, I'm trying to eat healthy, ordering healthy in a restaurant. Like for me, something that was like anxiety inducing at the beginning was not the eating healthy at a restaurant, but the ordering healthy. Because I feel like when you see a fat girl ordering something healthy, then it's kind of like letting everyone know that, hey, I'm unhappy with something in my life, I'm trying to change it. And for some reason in our freaking culture, everything's about putting a front on. You gotta front like everything's great, you're successful in every part of your life. You can't ever admit failure, and that's such a problem because failure, it's literally the steps you have to take to be successful. Everybody fails. So when it comes to weight, it's an especially critical thing in our culture. Everyone else going through physical problems, they definitely get more sympathy than an overweight person, and I feel like it's kind of the scapegoat that it's acceptable to kind of treat people over a certain number like they're not human, like we don't have feelings. And I think what that ends up doing, at least what it did to me, was create a really nasty inner monologue in my own head. And what I mean by that is like when I would go out in public, every time I would hear someone laugh, like kids laughing, like obviously has nothing to do with me, like at all, I would just start in my head like, it's you, they're making fun of what you're wearing. Is my ass crack out because my pants are a little tight today? Are they making fun of my body? Are they making fun of what I'm eating? Are they saying, oh, look, it's a fat girl, it's a fat girl? The sad thing is, like, most people weren't saying that. It's just knowing that our culture is so hard on people that have extra weight on them, I kind of just said it to myself so that no matter what anybody actually did say about me, it definitely would never be as bad as what I'm saying to myself, so then it can't hurt, right? Well, wrong, because what that ended up doing is making me hide in my fucking house for over 3 years now. Got diagnosed with my thyroid stuff, I don't know, like 2 years ago, and then almost 2 years before that I was dealing with it undiagnosed, unbeknownst to me. And as the more the weight came on, the less people saw of me and the more relationships that I cut out. I have had so many good friends, and then suddenly I wasn't showing up anymore. I was making plans with no intentions of showing up, like as soon as I made them, wondering like, what's the excuse gonna be so I don't show up, because I don't want people to see my body. And that living really warped my mind, and I think, thyroid disease aside and whatever else other people might be going through, like, it really is the mindset. You gotta get your mindset right. You have to realize, like, there's so much more about yourself than your weight. And for me, before this battle with my thyroid, I was smaller and I was extremely in shape, and I got to experience a different side of the world when you look a different way. So experiencing the difference, which there is a difference, you are definitely you're either invisible or being criticized. So that's a shitty way to exist, but that's another video. But anyways, my point of this is you have to be kind to yourself before your body treats you kindly. What I mean by that is, if you nurture your mind, you're going to naturally want to nurture your body. And so when I started this weight loss journey, it was scary. I failed a billion times before, so it's hard to say, hey, I'm trying to do this again, because, oh my God, everybody's thinking, oh, here we go again. She's never gonna lose weight, blah, 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 blah. And I'm saying that to myself in my head, but this time I decided to take care of my mind first. I didn't even start with a diet or exercise plan. I just sat down and really had to think about, what do I want out of life? And I put some goals down, little daily goals, stuff that was really easy to attain and hit, that literally had nothing to do with diet and exercise, that I kind of thought would improve my life and naturally want to get me to a place where I didn't want to just stuff myself with poison, because honestly that's what I was doing. My self-loathing, I was feeding that with food. So like, one of the things I said, I really missed all my friends. I miss you guys, I love you. I started reaching out to, you know, a friend every day, just saying, hey, what's up, haven't talked, or how are you, how's this going, etc. And the response to that was crazy. Just that little bit of effort and reaching out to people makes people want to put that effort in towards you. Something else I wanted to do is to like train myself to think more positive. And so every day I go on my social medias and I look specifically for anything I can compliment, stranger or friend or family. If I see something that in any way I can say, congratulations, great job, kudos, or I really love this post, or just anything to pump other people up and be positive, that's what I did. And I am still doing that every day. And by doing that, and just by like training yourself to try to see the positive and pushing yourself out there to try to spread that around, I am getting it back tenfold. So I really appreciate that, and I just can't say enough that your mindset really is, it is the most important thing that you can do to lose weight. It's not eat less pizza, which yes, you have to do, unfortunately, but it's having a life not focused on food. Because for me, you know, through this weight gain of the last few years or so, my life has been about food. When am I eating breakfast? What am I eating for breakfast? What am I having for dinner? What am I having for dessert? Woo! And I just wanted to do a lifestyle change. But when you really think about that, a lifestyle is so much more than food. And all these freaking lifestyle experts and weight loss I can't say that word, gurus, all they are talking about is essentially a diet that lasts forever. That's not a fucking lifestyle change. I do not want to go from, I mean, it's not even a change. So what? Previously, I'm focused on what am I eating for breakfast, dinner, dessert. And now I'm still focused on that. Like, that's literally my day, counting fucking calories, still like having my mind revolve around what I'm eating. That's not a fucking lifestyle change. A lifestyle is literally everything else, I feel, but food. Food should be in the background. It shouldn't be in the friggin' spotlight. It should be what you do when you're hungry. Like, it shouldn't be an anxiety-inducing thing. Like, it shouldn't be. And I know things are easier said than done, but I'm telling you, once I really started working on the things that I identified as like holding me back in my life and the life I wanted, I missed my friends. I wanted to think more positively. I wanted to work on my career, which is just something that meant a lot differently than what I thought. I went to school thinking I wanted to be a doctor, but I mean, it's not what I want to do. So finally just coming out and saying that and realizing like you can work really hard for something and then change your mind and it's okay. That was really hard, but it was really freeing. So I really suggest to everyone, if you're in a weight loss journey or you're starting one especially, the food and the exercise, it needs to go in the background, because there's no quick fix, and the best thing you can do for yourself in the beginning is really get your mind straight and get that positive thinking, and to really realize that you have to love yourself in order to want to nurture yourself with good food. And I mean, I'm only a month in, I'm 10 pounds down, and I know, like, oh, talk to me in 6 months. I mean, I understand where you're coming. It's gonna be hard, and it's gonna be an everyday thing. But the difference this time is I've taken my focus from food or cutting calories and counting calories, all that shit. Like, my focus is on my life and living. And I feel like that's the lifestyle change that so many people that are overweight are missing. You're not living like you're probably, if you're anything like me, hiding in the living room watching The Office for years. I mean, I'm so sad that I wasted those years because of my body. Like, that's so sad to me because time you don't get back. But the only thing I can do is start living now, which I'm doing, and the positivity I'm putting out, I'm getting back 100-fold. So please, 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 if you're starting, just try to evaluate your life aside from food, aside from your body. What are the other things that you're craving, that you're missing? Because usually the weight gain, it's a symptom of something else. It really is. And it's so important to identify what that is. And, you know, instead of just being alive, actually live your life, get out there and experience things, and laugh and make relationships. And I promise you, when the time comes to actually change your eating, it's going to be so much easier, because it's going to be almost an afterthought, because you're going to want to do it because your focus is on all of these other things that you now have going on. So anyways, I know that was a little bit long-winded and random. I'm actually going to the gym. Yeah. So if anyone needs help with anything like this, I know not everyone, I'm pretty outgoing. I had a big friend group at one time, so people I can reach out to, but not everybody is like that, and not everybody is as outgoing. So if anybody happens to see this in YouTube land and just wants somebody to talk to and wants somebody to feed them some positivity and give them some tips on this, like, I am so open to doing that, because doing that benefits me too. Like, positivity and putting those good vibes out, like, you put them out, they will come back, like, I promise you. So I mean, even if you just need to hear something nice and you're having a bad day, hit me up in the comments. I'm all about that. So I hope you guys have a great day. Yeah, leave some comments if you see this. I want to interact with other people going through the same thing. Give me some tips. I'm obviously at the beginning. So thanks for tuning in. Bye, guys.